I was actually born here at the Medical College of Virginia Hospital. And so it all began here.
I was educated here, got my bachelor's in nursing in 1975, and then I got my master's in nursing administration in I think it was 97, and went back to school and got my postmaster's in nursing education in 2007.
Nancy and I came this exact same day on August the 16th in 1975. Everybody thinks we're related.
Oh, take your treat. This is for our 40 years of being here. We've gone to the dogs.
I drew up a program for a new religious studies program. Not everybody was excited about it at the time, but some were.
It's been a real big change from what it was when I came here, when open heart was really a big thing and all, and at that time I was doing a lot of work in hospitals.
What kept me interested in Virginia Commonwealth University was the many challenges that I had. The students were dynamic, and the university was growing and expanding, and change was everywhere.
This particular lab is the second core facility I've worked in, and it is a stellar facility. All the schools, I think, have developed tremendously.
As we all know, VCU has grown quite a bit.
Main hospital, we built that, and that was quite a job. All the new equipment and everything coming out when it was built, by the time it got built, then everything had to be changed again, so we had to go in and tear out a lot of the rooms and redo everything. So that was quite a task.
The main hospital, my husband is a contractor, and he was working on the building, and I could look up and see him at lunchtime, and we would wave at each other.
We used to kid about what have we seen, and Dr. Trani and I would chat occasionally, and we'd say, well, why don't we jump over Belvedere and head east, and then we'd go down and meet with Dr. Contos and the vice presidents on the health campus and the health sciences campus, and we say, why don't you guys start moving west and we'll meet you at the Jefferson for lunch.
I was here before the merger, so I was here during the merger of RPI and MCV, and for nursing it was a very good thing because our students really had to get their basic college courses from the University of Richmond, RPI. It was not here.
When we first came here, this place was a 1950 state facility, cinder block. It had a lot of antiquated rules, and I think that we have changed in humanizing mental health and making the facility better.
We've never been a huge collection of people, but I must admit we've had some of the most important professors on campus ever, and I think most people at VCU don't realize it.
Pat and I have seen a lot of changes and a lot of things happen in the last 40 years, and the one thing probably that keeps us here is the fact that we've had so many different flexible roles and done so many different things.
My jobs kept changing every so often, so I was a director here and a director there and associate dean, and over the course of my career that was exciting.
I kind of like the challenge of doing different things. I never would have dreamed I would have been involved with RNs who are coming back to get their bachelor's degree. I didn't really know a lot about that. And when asked to do that, I thought twice about it, and then I decided, this might be interesting, and it has been.
There was no place else that was attractive to me, and I was happy here. It was very busy, not easy, because having 2 job descriptions, each equally important. One teaching, having the students happy with you, not complaining about you, and one doing research, which is very demanding and competitive.
Now it seems to me it's harder than ever to stay up to date with the literature. On the other hand, it's easier to do so because we don't have to go to the stacks in the library and find the journals. We can do it all online, which means we can sit at our desks much longer instead of getting exercise in the library stacks lugging books around.
I was probably the first nursing director who was a minority, and that has really changed over the years.
Multicultural education or diversity or what have you has really moves Virginia Commonwealth University. The programming, the people interaction, all that has really changed the environment. And even before that, students interacted, but I think when you look at the diversity as it is played out here at Virginia Commonwealth University, it's special.
We have really inquiring students, and their view is, especially if they've been to another school, that they've never been to a school where they have so much access to their professors.
I treat the stat students and the work study students like my children. I've watched them mature because, this is like a starting ground for most of them. I've watched students personally that I know just grow and mature and graduate, and wish I could keep them all.
It runs deep, my compassion for people and for the students, and it's that important for me. If someone doesn't have a meal, I'm going to make sure they get fed. I have told students to go on my back porch, and I have a deep freezer. And you go in there and get what you need while I'm traveling. I don't want you eating cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's why I guess they call me Mama Mac.
That's a big part of me, making sure everybody else is doing well. And they hear me quote this all the time: we can do it better together.
I would say I have a very large group of very supportive and warm and very talented colleagues.
The autonomy, the mutual respect, and the support that I get from my nursing leadership is not at other places that I've been. So that's why I'm still here.
I have worked with some really, really good people, really good supervisors that the two of us seem to click, and we worked well together.
It's been wonderful to work in a university environment with the diversity of people, smart people from all over the world. That's been wonderful. And I think that VCU is exceptional in establishing a child care center. There's one on both campuses, and I use that for my son, both of them. And then in recent years, they established an elder care center within the MCV campus, and I wound up using that too. You will not find better elder care on this planet.
Well, I like the work itself. I like the people too, but I like the idea that I like being busy. I like being out there on the jobs and being busy. That's what I like doing.
I enjoy teaching. I realize that I am teaching a difficult subject for many, many, many people, but I try to make it as clear as I could possibly make it. And every time I look at a new set of faces, it gives me the strength to continue.
I'm tired of doing lots of other kinds of things, but when I enter the classroom, it really is an energizing experience.
You have to love what you do, love the patients you work with, and love the people you work with, or else it is truly just work.
That's true.